Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ellie from Elsa's Wholesome Life, and the topic of today's video is what I eat in a day. This was the first video that I ever did on my channel, so I wanted to give you guys an update now that it's been about a year. And it's also going into winter in Australia, so I'm going to do a bit of a winter themed what I eat in a day video. Of course, if you watched my last what I eat in a day, I was doing a vegan keto diet, and I'm no longer doing the keto thing. I explained all of this in my blog post about the diet. Just overall really hard to maintain. I'll get started with today's video, a what I eat in a day winter edition with Elsa's Wholesome Life in my home in Australia. Anyway, I'm gonna get started into today's video. My favorite winter breakfast right now. So we always start our day with a walk to our local coffee shop where we'll have coffee, and I'll show you guys when we get there. And then we head to the gym to do our workouts and then walk back home. And lately I have been really trying to drink more water. So I've been taking my water bottle with me everywhere, and I usually always finish one of these during my workout, and then I'll start my second one and finish that while I'm getting ready for the day, so that by that time I've already had 1.2 litres. So if you remember from my Amsterdam vlog, I was extremely obsessed with oat milk, and when we came back from Europe, our coffee shop had Oatly milk for the coffees, which is amazing, and I am extremely obsessed with oat milk. So I've just gotten ready for the day after my morning gym, and I think it's time to have my first meal of the day. I have some parcels that have just arrived, so I'm excited to open them after I have my breakfast. I usually have breakfast between 10:30 and midday. I think in my last video I was also doing like an intermittent fast. I wouldn't say I'm still doing that because I do have a oat milk latte, which you would have seen previously, to start my day, which would technically break the fast. But basically I just have my first meal around 11 a.m. and that's just because by the time I've worked out, came home, showered and got ready for the day, by the time I'm sort of feeling hungry is about 11 a.m. So that's just what works for me because I've been doing that for a while. My body's just adapted to eating at this time. I also have decided to eat in this window of time because I feel like I snack less during the day when I have my first meal around 11 a.m. Of course, the way everyone eats is different and there's no wrong and right way. That's just what works for me and what I enjoy doing. Enough about that. I'm going to show you guys my favorite winter breakfast right now. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know that right now I am obsessed with having oats for breakfast. And I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite ways to have my porridge. I actually shared a video on my Instagram the other day of one of my favorite ways, but today I'm going to make it a little bit different just to give you guys another way to have your oats. So into my oats, I put half a cup of oats, and I always measure them because otherwise I would have no idea and I'd probably go a bit silly. And they do swell up a lot. About a teaspoon of each of the seeds, and I kind of just sprinkle these ones. And I like to add hemp seeds and chia seeds to my porridge because then you're adding some healthy fats, some of the omega-3 fatty acids, and also adding extra fiber and making it more filling. Cinnamon in porridge is just like the best. And I usually add it to cooking and then I put more on top. And vanilla extract, 5 drops of that. I kind of just poured. Anyway, Alex and I are trying to have no added sugar at the moment because we came back from Europe and we're like little freaking sugar addicts from all the candy there. And so we came back and went, no, we're gonna cut out sugar. So we're being really good and we're not adding any sugar to anything. It's really hard to begin with, but after like a week, I reckon we'll be feeling pretty good. Half a cup of oat milk. This is the oat milk that a lot of you recommended I try out on my last video. So I'm trying it out and so far it's amazing. I just need to find somewhere where I can buy it regularly. They have these little coffee cans that I tried and they are phenomenal. Like they're like a oat milk latte in a can. I'm rambling. I'm also going to add a cup of water to the oats. So I don't know what style of what I eat in a day video you guys usually like. I think rather than just like showing you my meals made, I want to show you the process of making them so that you guys get some recipes out of these videos instead of just getting inspiration. But let me know how you guys like to see it. I'm just going to cook that on the stove for 4 or 5 minutes. So while the oats are cooking, I'm going to prepare the apple. And I'm just going to have half an apple. And I'm going to grate it and then put it into the porridge to cook a little bit. This will add some sweetness to the porridge instead of adding maple syrup or another kind of sugar. And then the next thing I do, well, actually I usually have my second latte before my breakfast, but it's getting a bit late and I'm getting a bit hungry, so I'm gonna have it with my breakfast. There we go. And I absolutely love this coffee machine. I 10 out of 10 would recommend. So my porridge is ready and I'm going to serve it into a bowl with some stuff on top. And I like a bit of extra oat milk on top, cinnamon, and some raspberries. They looked so good, I had to buy them. I put some almond butter on top, about a teaspoon of that. Well, sometimes I actually like peanut butter, but sometimes almond butter. And there is my breakfast. Very easy and simple and so delicious. Plus, I always feel like oats really fill me up for like a long time because they're so high in fiber. Well, I'm going to eat my breakfast now because I'm super starving, but I will see you all at lunchtime. So I know I said I'd see you at lunch, but I lied. I wanted to quickly touch on supplements because I think, well, because they are part of what I eat daily, not technically food, but still important, and I do want to quickly touch on these because I get lots of questions about which supplements I take. I'm on to my 3rd bottle of water now, aiming to have about 4 or 5 of these a day. It really helps me to stay on top of it and to drink so much more, because if I don't, I just forget to drink water altogether. But I'm on target today and I'm up to my 3rd bottle. Well, the supplements that I take each day, I've been taking a probiotic and I've been trying this for my skin. This is one by Flora Health. It's called the Adults Probiotic. And you're supposed to take this on a full stomach. So I have it after breakfast or after dinner or after lunch, whenever I remember really. And I have just one a day. I think I'd like to do a whole video just talking about iron and getting enough because it's a very important topic. But this is the iron supplement that I use, very important for women in general, but also importantly women on a plant-based diet because we do not get the adequate iron intake. I try to remember to take this every day. I think that this blend here by Flora tastes really good. It's the best one that I've tasted. But I think this is a whole topic on its own, so I'm not going to go into that too much more. And this is also something that I'm newly starting to take. It is a vegetarian algae DHA. The only vegetarian way to get DHA is algae. And that's actually how the fish get their DHA from eating algae. A vegetarian DHA supplement from algae is something I'm trying to have more for my skin and see how I go, considering I don't eat seafood and I don't eat algae. My phone is going off. It's probably my husband going crazy at me because I never answer my phone. But this is another thing that I'm trying, pretty new. I haven't really got anything to report back on that yet because I haven't been taking for very long, but pretty cool. And I also take a B12 supplement, which is upstairs, but I use the Bare B12 supplement. I don't take it every day. I take it most days, and when I'm traveling, I'm horrible at taking supplements. But I've always been in a normal range, so no dramas there. And I did write a whole blog post about vitamin B12, which I will pop a link in the description so you guys can read all about it. And stay tuned because I think I might do a whole video talking about supplements shortly. Hey guys, so we are actually preparing dinner now. It's about 1:32 p.m. and we're making it now because it's a recipe that I really want to share on my blog. It is a vegan shepherd pie and we made it last week and it was so yummy, and I really want to put it on my blog for you guys. So we're going to quickly make it now so we can take photos of it, and then we'll heat it back up for dinner tonight. So there won't be like a full recipe in tonight's dinner. Hey Al. No. But I will show you my lunch with the full recipe after we finish making and shooting this dish. So the dinner dish that we're cooking is almost ready, but while we're waiting, well, Alex is really hungry, so I'm going to make us lunch. And one of my favorite lunches to have is like a throw together salad. Yeah. So firstly, I am going to roast my chickpeas and I'm going to put some spices on them. I'm using some cumin powder, some smoked paprika, a pinch of salt, and some avocado oil. And then I'm going to pop these in the oven to roast for maybe 15 minutes or until they look nice and crispy. The oven's at 180 degrees at the moment. And I have a bunch of kale, which I'm going to roughly chop up. And I like to saute my kale because I think it tastes so much yummier when it's cooked. Saute that for like 3 minutes or until crispy and nice and dark green. So just to update you guys on how dinner is progressing, we have mashed the potatoes. Well, Alex mashed it because he is the pro masher. And we mashed it with this dairy-free milk. We have the, what are we making? I've forgotten. Shepherd's pie. So this is the mixture and it is ready to go. So for the rest of our lunch that I'm currently making, I'm going to have some cherry tomatoes, and Alex is having a tomato. Sorry about the hands, bub. Some red onion. Now for the dressing, I'm doing a tablespoon of tahini. There you go, tahini. And whatever I have left here. And I'm going to add a dash of tamari as well. Half a lemon. Next we have an avocado, and we're going to have half each. A sprinkle of my favorite roasted salted macadamia nuts, hemp seeds. And now that the chickpeas are nice and crispy, I'm going to sprinkle them over the top of the salad. And finish off with some of that creamy tahini dressing.
I am a lucky man. Delicious.
Well, we haven't got the shepherd's pie in the oven yet, but lunch is ready, so we're gonna eat that first. Looks pretty good. How's yours look, Al? That's actually mine, because it's the cherry tomatoes. And I'm on to my 4th bottle of water for the day.
I'm trying any kombucha, Kakadu plum.
Stop.
Aussie
delicacy. We are sharing that, by the way. What do you think of the lunch?
It's exceptional. All the necessary fats and proteins that one growing man needs in his life.
Growing.
This way.
It is very good.
No, it's really nice.
Very simple, but very delicious. And the best bit about it is these Australian avocados. Hallelujah. Nice to see ya. Never want to leave you.
Thanks for coming.
So this is ready to go in the oven now. What do you reckon? Like, that actually looks pretty cool. I say so myself.
No, we'll scrape up.
Thanks. What do you think? Guys?
Nice. Now, get it. Get it, bub. Whoa.
Nervous?
See. What the hell was that?
That was my nerve dance. Ooh.
Good cut.
I know. I actually did nail that.
Look at the crispy edges as well. Ooh.
Actually not bad.
Very impressive. Happy?
Yeah. So I finally finished shooting our dinner / the shepherd's pie for my blog. And by the time you guys are watching this, that recipe will be on my blog, so you guys can go get it. And also see all the pictures that we took. It's actually really difficult because we are racing against time here because it's like 4:30 and it's winter, so the sun sets so early. Dinner time. It's actually our 2nd meal in our house with our dining suite, so it's still exciting to not be sitting in front of the TV to have dinner. So I've set the table and reheating our veggies, and then I've just put our shepherd's pie back in the oven to reheat, and I may have served us both a bigger piece because it's just so yummy and we're both a bit hungry. Dinner's served. Delicious.
Let's see how it's mozo.
And I'm also having a glass of wine with my dinner, glass of Pinot Noir. And it's super delicious, one of my favorite recipes we've made. What are you doing over there? So the last thing that I'm gonna eat today is a little healthy treat. We are not having sugar, or we're trying to avoid added sugars, so I'm gonna make us a healthy date dessert. We're just gonna have a medjool date each. And then I have some crunchy peanut butter. Pull the seed out. And I'm gonna put a teaspoon of the peanut butter inside the date. So I kind of just wanna leave it as whole as I can. And then I also have some macadamia nuts because we're totally obsessed with macadamias after our little trip we did with Australian macadamias. But I just put the nut butter inside, a couple of macadamias, and try to close it up again. And that is like a little sweet bite. And I'm gonna have that for dessert upstairs because I'm going to watch another episode of Outlander. I'm so obsessed, and I haven't watched an episode for like 5 days or something, I've been just like trying to focus on working at night, not just watching series. So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching my what I eat in a day, new winterish kind of version. Thanks for watching.